February 4, around 9 o'clock. So that's strong wind and it's cloudy. So we're gonna take a look at the power that this submer is sucking. So right now the voltage is at 116, RPM is at 2500, amps is at 9.2, watt is at 1000. So we are going to change the RPM. So I'm here on the other submer number 2. Let me just turn it on. So it's giving me error P51. I don't know what it is. So I asked Arvin to go turn off the submer number 1 over there, and then we'll see what happened after. So it's gonna turn it off. So Arvin has turned off the other submer, so we're gonna do P51. I don't know what the heck is P51. I'm gonna do a quick check. So error code P51 is high voltage. When I turn off the submer 1 and 2 with no load, the solar panel voltage is 428 all the way to 230, a little bit over 230. So I took out one bank and reduced a bank by one panel, so now the voltage is at 390. So I'll go check the submersible. So the line voltage here is at 340. So I'm gonna turn it on. Okay. So 340. It's gonna RPM is at 2000. So I'm just gonna reduce it at well, let's leave it here, and we're gonna check the submer now, the other one. $276. Siguro nakauna dyan. P46. What the heck is P46? Okay. So the RPM setting is resettable. Basically, when there's no power to the submer and then it starts up again, it defaults to 4000. I have to learn how to default it to 2000 and then later program it up to 4000, whatever makes sense. So now I'm going to the other submer and see what happens. So the error code went away, and this is the voltage 355 here, and the RPM is at 31. So I'm gonna bring it down to 2000 maybe. $3,000 RPM, set, enter. I think that's how it works. Yeah. Let's see. It should be hard coded. It's really frustrating when it's not doing what I want it to do. So I'm just gonna turn it off. Okay. Actually, I did that wrong. Should always turn the thing on. It's making that silly noise. So if I turn it on right away, it'll overtorque the motor. So I'm just gonna wait till it's done making that noise. Just as a warning, don't do what I did, because I'm reacting too fast to my brain. So I turn it off without doing this. The Submer really hates it. So just saying that. So according to this speed setting, power on default, adjustable in factory mode, user can set the speed, but it will not be memorized after power off. Adjustable in factory mode if need to be memorized. So how do you do factory mode? So the voltage is at 423, just way too high. Now let's see what the setting was. RPM still set at 4000. Anyway, it likes it at 4000. That's the factory setting. So I need to learn how to change the 4000 to lesser value. Let's see here. So I'm just gonna set it to 2500. Okay, that's what it's set at. So one can balance out the two Submer power requirement. If the weather is cloudy like this and the Submer is fighting the available power, both should be adjusted to accommodate the existing power. So here I set it up at 2500 RPM. That's the only thing you can adjust. And with 2500 RPM, it's around 3 amps, 1000 watts. I mean, this go up to 4000 RPM, whatever available power it may have. So that's how you balance out the power requirement. So yeah, I'm just gonna check the Submer number 2 and see what it's doing. So this is Submer number 2. I mean, the voltage here is at 392 volts. RPM is, I set it up at 2500 RPM. So I mean, I can increase the RPM to whatever it wants. So 3000. However, the max is what it wants to run at is at 2700. So that's what it wants to run at. So if that's what it wants, then I'll just reduce it to 2700. Okay. So tomorrow it'll power reset this thing. It'll go back to 4000 RPM. So depending on the day tomorrow, if it's sunny, then setting up 4000 RPM is good. If it isn't, then this thing needs to be reset to available power. I'm gonna see about changing the factory setting so that or something. I have to think about how automating these things so that there's no need to fiddle around with the RPM. So that's how it works. And this is at 27 RPM, 2700 RPM. So it's looking good. So that's how you set up the power sharing of the available power from the solar panel. That way both pumps are working properly as opposed to fighting each other. Thanks for watching.